What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I am excited because today we are starting our, end of the year kind of what's the best of 2025 series. But we are starting with TV because while movies have been great this year, I actually think television was maybe even stronger in 2025 than movies for 2025 because man, was there some great bangers that happened in 2025 in terms of television. And we are here to talk about all of them. And I'm very, very happy to do so with my friend, Chris Diaz. How are you doing today, man?
Doing good. Happy New Year. I happy to about 2025 as a whole for television. Really fantastic year. Some little disappointment here and there in terms of finale. And when we get to it, we probably will mention, like honorable mention. Not bad finale. They're just like some that could have set the landing better for some show.
Yeah.
But everything else, it's just like there's a lot of great new shows. There's a lot of great returning shows. Like I liked it interesting. I had it to make pick and choose which one to put in my 10 and which one to put in my honorable mention. What tough. My stuff.
Yeah. No, it's tough because, like I said, there's both of our top 10s are both really, really great shows. And what happens all the time with top 10 lists is we can't get through everything. I saw 41 shows this year, which is a lot for me. And so we can't really get through every little show that comes out in a year. So there will be stuff missing from our list that people are going to look at and say and question, huh? But, this is our list. This is what we think of it. Sound off down below what your lists look like because I'd be curious to know what was the best TV of the year for you. But yeah, basically how we're going to do this is we're going to run down our honorable mentions first. Just get like however many you want to do, between 5 to 10 honorable mentions, anywhere between there. And then we'll go and do our actual top 10 list. And we'll just do like each of us giving our 10, each of us giving our 9, and then down the line, stuff like that. And talking and just like do little brief discussions on them. So we'll start with you since you're the guest. What is your honorable mentions in terms of shows for this year?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 honorable mention.
7.
I had one more. 8. So I start with the bottom of my honorable mention. Like these are show I liked a lot, but I wish they could have done better. The Last of Us. I did like no particular order. The Last of Us up was really good. It had like some rough episode, but like the standard episode were great. Stranger Things finale where I got it onto my honorable mention. Like that last 40 minutes, I think was some of the best moment of Stranger Things for me. Like the epilogue itself. I'm not going to spoil it because it just came out, so I'd be a little careful here about the finale. But the last 40 minutes, the last scene, I thought was a beautiful again to the show. I like the season overall. I have issue with the season, but some of the hate this season got, I don't get. The one scene in the second last episode, I thought was a really beautiful scene. The coming out moment, like that's all I will say. Like, and then I have Welcome to Derry. I haven't seen all of it, but really good for what I've seen. Like, Bill speaking God, that was like, there's 2 shows that I love that not a lot of people love. One of them is coming back this once, the second season. A Thousand Blows with Stephen Graham, another show that he did came out this year.
Oh, nice.
Really freaking good show, like boxing show with mafia tendency. Kind of have a Peaky Blinders influence to it. If you haven't checked out, do watch it. Disney Plus. Really freaking good show. Another show, House of Guinness, but nobody is talking about. It's another really good show that more people should check out on Netflix. Right? Also, similar to Peaky Blinders, like 2 really good British shows.
Yeah, I mean, I've meant to get around to House of Guinness. I need to.
Have you seen Thousand Blows? Yeah.
I did not see that one either, but but I need to check that one out because I was a big fan of Peaky Blinders. I'm going through my rewatch of that before we get to the movie.
Yeah.
But
Also, AMC Plus, we put out Gangs of London season 3. It's been out in BBC. I still waiting to see the new season that came out last year.
Damn. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I have Cobra Kai, honorable mention. Once again, I say finale is like the third part of because they split it into 3. Really solidify the show as a whole. Really satisfying ending for Queech, for Johnny. Really, Johnny journey. That's why I would say really go back watch the finale because what they do with Johnny and the ending with him is really satisfying as a whole when you look at the story of Karate Kid. Percy Jackson, phenomenal season so far. Like, really does a great job adapting seeing a monster and it stuff they added, like telling the prophecy earlier than when they come in the bus. They really add more stuff with Annabeth. And Percy as a character, I really loved a lot of guest stars so far. Like, this really is a good season. Like, this is like Percy Jackson might be the best Disney Plus had going for it right now. I can't wait to see them do Trench and Curse. Hopefully by the end of the year. Like, I hear rumored that next season will be out later this year. That's my favorite of the books series. I'm trying to, and Fallout, really good so far this season. Like, really good.
Yeah,
when we get to 10, I have another show that continue on, but that 5 episodes in, managed to get onto my list of a couple of other things. And Slow Horses. Slow Horses.
Yeah,
almost made my list, but I had to be picky because I'm trying to look at my list. And like, great season for Slow Horses, one of the best shows there is.
Oh yeah. Slow Horses is great. Just narrowly missed my list as well. But yeah, Slow Horses, I have a number. I have in my honorable mentions. Other ones I have in my honorable mentions. I have Hacks season 4 in my honorable mentions. So it didn't.
That is a punt. That is a punt.
That is a punt. All right. Yeah. So, but it is in my honorable mentions. So that is one I really liked a lot. The White Lotus season 3.
I still not have White Lotus. That just like,
yeah.
I can't get past the first episode because I find the problem like unlikable.
Character. Like, the characters are very unlikable. It's more of like it's like a eat the rich kind of show.
It's the same problem where I never watched Succession because I tried to watch Succession. Like, I find the characters freak unlikable.
Yeah. Sometimes there's more characters that are likable than others, but a lot of them are unlikable. I thought that this season of Black Mirror was exceptional. That I have Black Mirror.
I need to get back to Black Mirror. Just like I haven't seen since the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's really great. So that would be in my honorable mentions. There's a show called The Creep Tapes where it's Mark Duplass and
based off the movie.
Yeah, based off the movies, and he just.
I love the movie.
You can tell he has a ball playing this part. Like, he has such a good time playing this role, and he loves creating this stuff. And he literally went in an interview and said, "Shudder, you cannot cancel us because this is literally one of the cheapest shows to make. It's just like a guy."
The reason why I wish Shudder would do a third movie because the way they leave the second one open ended with whether he is alive or not, and he going out to the same girl. Like,
this is they might touch up on it because I do know that like season 1, you got to find out about like his mother or whatever, and like so there's a family history there, and then you found out about like Angela. Remember the girl in the first movie that he's like calling that's supposed to be like his wife? Well, you found out more about her in the second season. So there's. Am
I hoping they go back to the lady that was obsessed for him in the second movie, and then go back to the continuation for the ending of the second movie? Like,
so I'm hoping by the third season explores more of like something like that happened.
What happened after the first 2 movies? Like, we never got right.
That would at least have an episode that's like all about the events of after Creep 2 or something. That would be really cool.
Yeah, him following the girl on the train, like because we hear his creepy whistles down on the train at the end of the second one.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's really good. I always have a ball with that show. This season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia was was a return to form for the show. It was one of the best seasons of the show. I thought it was hilarious. It was actually surprisingly very emotional at times. There was like the finale actually made me tear up because they're paying tribute to somebody in the episode, and it was really really beautiful. So it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is on there. There is an FX series called Adults that not a lot of people saw, but like it's getting a season 2, and I loved it. I was able to really relate to it.
Oh, you did mention FS, and I forgot to mention my honorable mention, The Lowdown, because I think it showed that
Oh
made me
yeah,
laugh.
that's the lowdown is gonna be on my list. So
Yeah.
we will talk more in length about the lowdown. Um, but then one that I know is about to be a punt that is going to be an honorable mention territory for me is the studio.
It is a huge punt.
I know that you're probably gonna
It's
love that
high on my
one.
list.
And then last but not least, I do have the Bear season 4. Um,
I need to get back to finishing season 4. Like, I already from out because we've been watching it together with the
yeah, no, the Bear is great. And I have the Bear season 4 is kind of like my in the honorable mention territory. I think this is a really great return to form for the Bear, and actually um, shows a it shows it coming back to like season 1, season 2 kind of territory again. So
But the rumor is that the new season will be at last. Like, the rumor
it
is going
should
around.
be with the way season
Yeah.
4 ends. I'm not going to give anything away, but with the way season 4 ends, I honestly thought season 4 you could end up saying it would be a good ending spot for it. So they're kind of leaning more towards it's got to end soon, because you don't want to be treading too much water and overstaying your welcome.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. So yeah, that's my honorable mentions.
I feel so bad for Mom to go AO because her career this year, my God, like, feel the worst. She's been in some of the worst movies I've seen this year.
God,
Like,
her movie track record was not good. Her TV show,
Obvious was really awful.
yeah,
After the Hunt was awful.
Ellen McKay was.
I have not seen Ellen McKay, so I avoided that. Like,
Yeah, that was good on you because that was not good.
It's sad because I love J. Mel Brooks a lot as director. Like, and I love Broadcast. I talked about Broadcast News for the first time last year, and I freaking love Broadcast.
Oh yeah, great. So what would be your number 10 if we're now we're in our top 10 shows. We just went through our honorable mentions. Now we're on our top 10. What's your number 10?
Yeah. So we talked about off air. This is my only cheat because it's still going on because it's going up until February. But we got 5 episodes, so Spartacus House After. I am. Anybody know me? I'm a huge fan of the original Spartacus. He's one of the best shows created behind Blind Spotting. I thought it was great, and I never nervous going into like, did we need a spin-off of the Asher character? Because anybody remember, in the original Spartacus, he would kill off in the second season. Like, he would kill off by get the character Naveed. But without going into spoiler, because I know you haven't watched it, you only seen the original show. They have an interesting setup to set up why we entered this situation. And one thing I will say, the writing is a lot better. This by the same creator who did Daredevil. Daredevil also made my honorable mention. I forgot to add it to my honorable mention. Don't realize it now because I did love the season Daredevil a lot. But this is a great return for Spartacus. The violence is there, the gore is there, the nudity is there. But the character more interesting. I find a lot of gladiators really interesting, very complex. I really love having a female gladiator. Once again, not going to spoiler, but the setup there and such. Like, there's something never happened in Rome. And, like, and the politics stuff are really interesting. Like, the way they reintroduce character, they bring Caesar back for Spartacus. played by different actor because the actor playing him in Spartacus passed away sadly. But he does a really good job, like in the two more weeks episodes, really despicable. That's much he is in the original show. His wife is an interesting character, especially in this week's episode. But actually, it's a great character. I think they really do justice to the character. They make the show more funnier. They really hit the back and forth between him and his dominant really funny at times. They bob at each other. Like the action is great. It's a great return. I can't wait to see how they did. Hopefully, they did the landing. I'm really loving what they're doing with Spartacus.
Yeah, I need to go and see this new Spartacus series. I've seen the original, but it's been ages since I've seen the OG, so I gotta go back and watch the original Spartacus. But
It pick up right when the original left off. Like they reference it to the front episode of the original.
oh wow, nice. So it's like so it's one of those where you kind of have to see the original in order to watch.
Yeah, and what if, because they're pointing the original ending that they changed slightly to lead into this spin-off show. Like how Spartacus would kill. That all I will say. There's a little change they make. Like,
Oh wow, yeah, no, so I definitely gotta get on that one as soon as possible. But my number 10 is a show that is an Apple TV Plus original. It was back and forth between this and Hacks and the number 10 spot. So ask me another day and I might have Hacks in here. But for right now, I have Severance season 2 in
my number 9.
in my number 10. So I guess we can talk about it since that's your number 9. So there you go.
I have 3 Apple TV on my list. So.
Yeah, I've got only 2, but Severance is just a phenomenal series that really has gotten even better as it's gone along. And season 2 had some of the coolest moments in there, like the episode when in the snow, when they're all like, when Mr. Milchick is doing that little resort getaway for them.
Yeah. And then to tell her having him mental breakdown like that.
Having him shut down, having the mental breakdown, having him shut down. John Turturro's performance, exceptional. You get the finale, which was intense and just
the opening of season 2, the one-shot sequence. Like,
the opening. But then speaking of one shot, you get your cinematographer of the actual show directing an episode this season, which was my favorite episode, which was the Gemma backstory that you get. So you get like Gemma, and then you get Mark Scout.
There's way more love than the show got. Like, was she nominated? I keep forgetting what we were talking about.
I don't think she was. The actress who plays Gemma, I don't think she was nominated.
She should have been nominated.
I think they only nominated Britt Lauer and like Adam Scott and people like them. But
she should have been nominated. Like that performance, like
oh yeah,
that her performance in that and the finale, like that's the acting.
For sure. Like that performance between the two of them are just exceptional. All the performances all around are great, but the standout for me this season though of season 2, the standout was the actor who plays Mr. Milchick, Tremel Tillman. That was it. Yeah. He to me was the absolute standout of season 2. Just his arc that he goes through of just trying to be this man who he knows that this was his calling, but he's just feeling conflicted about things. It's really just a powerful arc that this character goes through, and like the phone call that he has with Mark Scout that one time, and then like him just looking at the painting and just having the realization on where his life is going. Like, and then what sucks is he was this close I feel Ashley having a full-on redemption arc. I feel like he was this
We
close.
might get that next season. We might get that.
But then the ending happens with the "fuck you, Mr.
Yeah.
Milchick," and then they like lock him up or whatever, and
Yeah.
all this, and it's like, oh no, he was this close to having a redemption arc, and then it's just like,
Listen,
no.
we don't need villain heavy redemption arc. Like we didn't need Vecna heavy redemption arc in Stranger Things at the end. Thank God he didn't go that way. We didn't need it with.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I would have been mad at Stranger Things finale if it would have made him have a redemption arc, but
yeah,
because then it would have literally been like, oh, we can't literally kill anyone because we can't.
Because but I'm not going to go into Stranger Things spoiler, but you've seen the Broadway show. Mm-hmm. That redemption would have made more sense. They had incorporated stuff from the Broadway show because there's most empathy stuff that was shown in the Broadway show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm
and anybody wait, what the fuck the school play? That from the Broadway show. They really should put that on Netflix because there's a lot of stuff that the finale kind of hinted at from the Broadway show. That didn't know.
But Severance is one of those shows though that's like where there's a lot more questions than answers. I still have like that I'm sitting in there like even though I know what Cold Harbor is now, it's like there's still a lot of questions that the season left open-ended, but I'm very curious to see how they answer them in season 3. And unfortunately, we're probably not going to be getting season 3 until like 2027 or something like that at this point. But once we do get season 3, I'm going to be really excited.
My only thing why it lowered my list, I did not like the flashback episode right before the finale with the other head. Like that episode really dragged the show to a halt for me. That might a little bit low my
though you're talking about the one with like the Mrs. Cobell backstory. Yeah, that was the only episode this season that was kind of like a little bit of a dud, but everything else this season just utterly was fantastic and very atmospheric. So because you already gave away your number 9 there with us talking about that now, what is your number 8?
It's Furrier Bus.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't seen the ending because I just like say vacation work and everything been calling me. But for
you said Pluribus?
Yeah, Pluribus.
Pluribus. All right, that's a punt as well. We'll talk about Pluribus here soon, because I just looked at my list. That's higher up on my list as well.
Number 8.
My number 9. First off, is my number 9 is The Lowdown, which is
on my honorable mention.
Yeah, one that you had on your honorable mentions. I adored this show. Ethan Hawke was just so exceptional.
What a great year he had. What a great year.
Oh, what a great year with Blue Moon. And then now
Platform 2.
This one, really, just the way that they did that, it was so good. So he really, really had an exceptional year. And this, I think,
could be walking away with he could be winning Emmy for Lowdown. He could be winning Oscar.
Yeah, he could be winning an Emmy and an Oscar in the same year, which would be pretty crazy. So, I mean, I think that Noah Wiley will probably win again, but
is this a limited series? Did they announce Lowdown for season 2?
I don't think they've renewed it for season 2, but sometimes FX can be very, very late to renewing shows. Like Adults, I thought was just straight up canceled, and then it was like 6 months after it aired that they announced that there was a season 2 coming, and I was like, oh, okay. So that can happen with certain FX shows where there's wait a long time, but the whole cast of The Lowdown was exceptional. I really loved the young actress who plays his daughter, and the dynamic that him and his daughter have in this show. I just think it's so fun. And then you have Keith David in the show, who is excellent. You've got our guy from Twin Peaks that we and Fallout that we love.
I might I might be changing my number 5. I didn't realize I missed this show.
I'm blanking out on his name though, but he's great in this show. The Tim Blake Nelson has a part in here that's great. And yeah, this is from Steven Hajaro, who did Reservation Dogs, which was one of my favorite shows of all time. I think that show.
I would feel like they were connected to Reservation Dog because there are a lot of people from Reservation Dog that pop up in this.
There are, yeah. This almost feels a little bit like a spiritual sequel in a way. And yeah, his character is kind of an idiot. He's this like reporter who wants to solve this case and everything that is happening in his town about because he's solving the case for Tim Blake Nelson's like supposed suicide, and he's just kind of a bumbling idiot who just so happens to find ways out of certain things, and he's just it's really
he liked the spiritual successor to Justified in a way because it had that Justified vibe.
It did, yeah, which was another FX show and a great one there.
FX, bring back Justified. You left it open, freaking void, showing back up at the end of the last one. Like,
oh yeah. I imagine they're gonna have a season 2 with how open they left that. Like, they have to do a season.
One Fallout is done. I think one Walton Guard is done with Fallout. I think that will happen. Like,
yeah, I think so as well because he was busy with not only Fallout, but he was in the newest season of White Lotus.
Yes.
So he was very busy between like 2 shows that he probably wasn't able to do that. But before we get
I want to say quickly, I changed my number 5. Now in my honorable mention, Death by Lightning. It does. I had not realized another show. Why had it higher?
That's in my honorable mentions as well. Death by Lightning is really great. It's
Michael Shannon should be winning the Emmy. Like, I think that is.
And then also, I think Nick Offerman. This is like the best we've seen him. I think he should be.
And what the other actor name? The one that played
Matthew McFadden.
He should win the Emmy. Like that performance. Like
he should be winning the Emmy.
Betty Clifton should. That is any Emmy performance that should be winning Betty Clifton just the jailhouse thing.
Oh, for sure. The only competition though I feel that is rough for Michael Shannon is probably Matthew Rhys in that other Netflix one.
The Beast in Me, also my honorable mention.
The Beast in Me, which I've heard he's really great in. So, but yeah, Death by Lightning. If y'all have not seen it, it's about the assassination of James Garfield, and
they should do more show like that because I think like president assassination is an interesting thing to do miniseries about.
Oh yeah, but before we
go, I read the Lincoln one on Apple TV was like. That they did it that way, like.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lincoln hasn't one yet. JFK.
Oh, they did. They did a Bush one, but after the aftermath of when Lincoln.
The aftermath. Right. Okay, that makes sense.
But they did it with the way they did Death by Lightning with the Lincoln thing because I think Bush and Lincoln lead up to the event, and then we see the aftermath. Like,
that would have been really nice, but because that's what a lot of the show was about the aftermath. It's only 4 episodes, so if y'all have time in your day, check out Death by Lightning. Y'all will not regret it.
The finale is long, people, but if we're the finale is really worth it.
It is. It's worth it. So before we get on to our number 7s, I'll mention my number 8 since I'm a little bit behind there because of the since you have Pluribus at 8, my number 8 is The Rehearsal season 2. I think
I've not seen The Rehearsal.
Yeah. This is just such a good show that I actually caught up with in 2025 because I was trying to prep for the new season and I saw it was only 6 episodes and I was like, dope. All right, I can definitely see The Rehearsal then. And this is such a weird show I cannot describe. Like Nathan Fielder, his mind is insane. What he does in season 2, exploring the mindset of pilots through like relationships, through the anxiety they have to go through like all this other stuff. It's just like really fascinating. He literally earns himself a pilot's license just so he can fly a bunch of random people in this show, just to feel like the real mindset of what a pilot has to go through, and it's just insane. I'm like, this is what is Nathan Fielder like? He's the Jewish Tom Cruise. He just comes up with insane stuff, and it's just he is excellent. And the show is hilarious, and it's really excellent and thought provoking and well done. And
on my list, there's an electric chair company are the two shows that people keep telling me I need to watch. I need to sit down.
Oh, we'll talk about the chair company here soon because I got to see that show, and that show was pretty hilarious as well. But The Rehearsal was a major standout for me, and season 2 just even was even exceeded my expectations that I already had, because I already expected high expectations from the first season, but this even was better than the first season. So yeah, I love The Rehearsal season 2. What's your number 7?
Yeah. A show that I love. I don't know you've seen the most recent season, but I've been really campaigning this show when we were talking about The Diplomats season 3. It's on my list. This is
that's not on my list, so you can talk about it. But yeah, it's a really good one.
This is a phenomenal season. This was a really good season this season. Bobby Redford coming in as Allison Janney's husband. The stuff with him and Allison Janney really brought a lot of good laugh. The freaking oyster scene with the blood and the oyster, like, made me died laughing. But the political stuff that were more fascinating this season. Watching the backstabbing, watching, like, even the Prime Minister, the British guy, throwing everybody under the bus. Like, at that one moment, like, holy shit. I'm like, they go to show me, like, the show's great. Kerry Russell and I forget the actor from Man from High Castle name. Did you remember the actor name that plays her husband?
Oh, shoot. I have to look that up now. I'm blanking.
But their stuff, I think, really, like, this show, one of my favorite political show on TV. I really can't wait to see where they go with season 4 based off the ending. Like, it really is, like, and yeah, guys doesn't watch it.
Is it the Rufus Solo character? Yeah.
His performance get really elevated this season for me.
It does.
Compared to everybody else. He's really good this season. Like, playing, like, the right president now. Like, you get the president you're not the power to, the power of the right president. Like, that, like, this guy is a nuclear bomb ready to go off with the actor that he does on the show. But yeah, it's great. Allison Janney, once again. Emmy Awards. Get off your ad, nominate Allison Janney for The Diplomat.
Yeah.
He just, like, and David Bradley, I think that could be Kerry Russell's year to win. He's phenomenal this season. Like, the episode where she finally decided to leave her husband to go back to doing what she does in Britain. Like, her acting and her emotion, like, making these decisions. Like, great season. Can't wait for season 4, hopefully this year.
Yeah, she is great, but her biggest competition is Rhea Seehorn from Pluribus.
Yeah.
So that's the only major competition she has. But my number 7 is.
By the way, what do you think of The Diplomat season 3?
Oh, The Diplomat season 2, I thought was actually really well done.
Have you seen season 3 yet?
Season 3? No, I've not seen season 3 yet.
That was on my list is season 3. Season 2
that's what's on your list. Yeah, season 1 and season 2 I've seen, and those are great. But I've not seen season 3 yet, so I gotta fully catch up. I'm planning to catch up in time for either the new season or in time for just like the Emmys and the awards and such. But but yeah,
By the
it's
way, what do you think of the twist with Alex and Jenny? Did you see it coming?
oh no, I did not see that coming at all. That was so well done.
See,
Yeah,
now you understand why like she should have been nominated that year, right? Why don't you like
yeah, no, I
yeah.
agree. I think she definitely was nomination worthy for the Emmys that year. But yeah, she's really really exceptional. But the next,
So I do apologize you heard some spoil about season 3 because I did kind of briefly mention some of this stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean it has been out since October, so people have had
yeah.
time to see it. So if y'all haven't seen The Diplomat though, definitely check it out because it's a really great show, guys. I think a majority of y'all would like it. Next up on my list, I have Task, which was
I haven't seen all of it because it's just like too many stuff on TV like
yeah,
to watch.
yeah. I watched all of it, and oh man, what a show this was! This Mark Ruffalo delivering one of his best performances he's ever given. You have Tom Pelphrey from like Ozark and all that, which he delivers such an amazing, amazing performance this season. Of and just such a broken, flawed character. You have
That could be no Riley competition. Like any Buffalo could be no Riley.
oh yeah, yeah, no,
It
yeah,
got renewed for season 2. So
especially yeah,
that
which to me is odd because if you finish this before like season 2 comes out, you'll see this show ends in like the perfect. Yep, that's the end. That's the end of the show. That's the perfect place to end it. And it's like, why is this having a season 2? Beyond me. But apparently Mark Ruffalo's coming back. So I don't know what they're going to do with season 2. But to me, I think Task was great.
yeah, I love Buff. Let's say.
I think Task was great as a one and done
Yeah.
season of television, personally.
Yeah, I love Buffalo. Another show that made my honorable mention. I think nobody's seen. I saw like Thanks to Vicky's Sundance, and it's on Mumby, Hella Hopper, which should be getting way more Emmy love than it is right now. That should be in the conversations for last.
Agreed. Helen Harper is in my honorable mentions as well. Such a beautiful show about reconnecting with like
Leah Reinhardt should be in the conversation for Emmy win. Like that performance, like
yeah. No, I think I would agree with you on that. I think that's definitely
that would be my reward for best miniseries at the Emmys. Like that to me.
yeah.
Like,
For best miniseries and limited series, all the stuff I've seen so far.
yeah.
Now that Task isn't eligible, I would say that Helen Harper would be up there, but I also want to.
But it Mumby, they really should have put. They should have gone to Netflix or Apple TV, not Mumby.
Yeah, yeah. It being on Mubi is like a really odd choice. But I also got to point out Amelia Jones this season of Task. Her performance was like the standout for me. I thought she was exceptional, and every single scene she was in, just absolutely, she killed it. There was that one actor from House of the Dragon in here who was excellent. There was also the girl from Saltburn who was in here. Her name was Allison Oliver, who plays Lizzie. And I don't want to spoil what happens, but something happens to her character, and she is the heart of the show. So you're just like, oh my god, no, Lizzie, and it's just like, oh, so good. So it gets you invested in these characters. You really are just on the edge of your seat in a lot of this show. It's about this task force who's like sent to hunt down this like group that's like doing these drug raids. So, but like you get really attached to the person who's doing all those crimes because he's doing it for his family and providing money for his family. But it's just like, God, it's such a good show the way it was written, and it's from the same creator of Mayor of Easttown. So if y'all are fans of Mayor of Easttown, then that y'all would like this because it has that same style, that same vibe as Mayor of Easttown. A really beautiful show.
On my list to catch up all the way before the Emmy. When we get to Emmy conversations, and be able to talk about it more. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I just because I have like read through a lot of Sunday night, and they've got a lot of stuff I did Sunday that I've been a little bit busy. If they were airing, I'm like
Yeah, there's just a lot of shows that air, and a lot of them air on Sunday nights. Unfortunately,
Shout out, Landman also made my honorable mention. Really good season, Landman so far.
Oh, Landman, yeah, I need to still see that show. I haven't seen it yet, but what is your number 6?
On the honorable mention, and my number is Hack, the new season. So what we just see the Hacks. I really love this season. In the beginning, I was a little iffy because I didn't like the whole Hannah becoming like her situation, but it really got better along. Dance Mom's storyline, everything really hit the second to last episode, probably my favorite episode of the show, with her quitting the late night show and everything. Like, I thought it was a great season. Really happy Hannah ended by finally won an Emmy. Like, such a great performance. Bunch of really satisfying story arc between her and James March. And like, I can't wait for the final season. I'm like, I really hope it's this year because it was in the trailer for coming soon this year.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So
it's so sad it's coming to an end. Like,
hey, that would be a fun thing. Is after we are done with our ranking, just go down like a list of like 3 shows that we're like really anticipating in 2026. You know, so once we're done with our ranking, that would be pretty fun. But my number 6 is Hacks is great, but also another great comedy, and one that would be my pick for comedy series at the Emmys this year would be The Chair Company.
My wish to watch, like,
is so okay. Chris, I will tell you this straight up. I will give you my entire year's allowance of money that I make working at my job if you can predict the ending of The Chair Company after the first episode.
Let me see the first episode first, then
yeah, after you see the first episode, if you can predict how it's gonna end, I will give you all of my year's salary, because
is it a comedy series or is it a comedy series?
It's a comedy series, so it's just been renewed for season 2. So it's getting so it is getting season 2 officially. But Tim Robinson is a madman. He is fucking insane. I don't want to give away a lot of what happens in this show because, like I said, the ending is bonkers.
But more bonkers than his movie from last year, Friendship.
Probably, actually, yeah. I would say it's maybe even more bonkers than Friendship, honestly. Like, there's some stuff. There's a scene that happens in this show in one episode that I was like, wait a second. That's allowed on television? Yeah. I was like, what? I was just like, my jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, Tim Robinson is he is a certain type of humor. So, like, obviously some people won't like him because he's super loud and just like yells a lot and is just over the top constantly. But man, does his humor work for me. And I think that The Chair Company is maybe the funniest show on TV right now. Like, this show is hilarious. It's one of the best HBO shows. It's very Lynchian, so it's very David Lynch inspired, and you can see that throughout the show as it goes along. And just like, basically, without giving anything away, what it's about is like, this is that Tim Robinson's character, he works in this office and he finds out this like conspiracy about this company that makes chairs, and he wants to try to prove this conspiracy that he's reading about it. And as he's trying to prove it, a bunch of crazy shit starts to unfold, and there's some really bonkers and just wild stuff that happens, and yeah, this show is just insane. Like I can't believe it actually exists. Like it's hard to describe and put into words, but yeah, I really loved season 1 of Chair Company, and it would be my pick for best comedy series. But I feel like part of me feels like it could happen. Part of me also feels like it's a little bit too.
If it had come out before the Emmy nomination, well,
Yeah.
that would be like.
It would definitely be eligible for this year's Emmys because it came out like I think starting in like I think it started coming out in like September or something like that. So it'd be eligible for this year's Emmys. But I just am wondering if they would be cool enough to nominate something like this. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's such a wild, bombastic show. What is your number 5?
Yeah, I haven't talked about this yet. I don't realize when I would make a list I missed this, but the best comeback story of the year for any show that came back at this bunch of shitty, really shitty stuff. That's a Resurrection in my number 5.
Yes. I haven't seen it yet. I need to.
This is the best comeback story for any TV show to ever. It's like, that's the New Blood, I think, was the first sequel show. Awful. Really awful show. Like, with Clancy Brown. Haven't seen the prequel show, but this was like, after, because how bad that was and how bad the ending of the original series was. Really great comeback show. Dinklage is phenomenal in this as villain. Like, he is really despicable. He doesn't play serial killer. He plays someone who is obsessed with serial killer. And it's just like watching what he does. There are shocking moments. On the guest star of Christian Ritter, Evan Stonestreet, David Martian are all great playing like different serial killers. Neil
Patrick, crazy, yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris
in the Creep tapes this year too. That's cool.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris. It really does a great job with Dexter as a character. They really have done a better job with him as his son. It's way more interesting this season. They start to happen with his son that really take interesting turn. And it just feels like a great story about father and son. Like, there's more stuff with the father and son, so they're really touching, they're really funny moment, they're really touching moment. That's the relationship with the next neighbor, because he now live in New York, like the people he lived with, like the Jamaican family and father have like a past. Like, really interesting and touching. I can't wait for season 2 of the Resurrection. I really like the way they leave it open, like, get me more excited. Like, they really have a tough act to follow after Peter Dinklage for whoever they get next in the next villain.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is in 2 great shows this year then, because he was also in The Lowdown in that one episode of The Lowdown this year too. So, but yeah, Dexter Resurrection was one I've not seen yet. I still have actually to catch up on Dexter itself. There's still like a couple seasons I need to watch of that show, and then I'm gonna watch Dexter.
You just skip New Blood because they just forget New Blood. Like, it pick up with New Blood in, and they just forget everything that happened in New Blood. They write it off, and like,
yeah, I'll probably do that before the new season comes out. I'll probably watch Original Sin, since that's a prequel. Yeah. Then I'll watch all of Dexter, and then I'll watch Dexter Resurrection. And
it's good. Dinklage should be in the conversation with Emmy. Like,
nice. Now, do we think that, because sometimes Showtime will be able to make a hit, and Dexter, they were nominated 3 times in its entire run, the original Dexter. So for best drama series, do you think Dexter Resurrection has a shot at being nominated for best drama series?
I think based on what we have got so far, yes, I would put it in over Stranger Things. I would put it in over a few other things.
Yeah. I think probably have it in over a few things, but there's a few shows that seem like now they're kind of locked to be nominated in drama, such as like Task, or such as
probably about Fallout.
Fallout, stuff like that. So we'll have to see because it's going to be a
Hey,
little bit.
listen, Fallout, Watching Guardian might might have a good chance to win this year. Really good this season so far.
Yeah, you might. So my number 5 is one that you just mentioned not too long ago, so we can finally talk about it. It is Pluribus. You and I both are Pluribuses, as we want to call ourselves.
I haven't seen the ending yet, just because Holiday, it came out, last couple episodes came out when I was really reversed. And we had guests over the house, so I kept watching living room until people go to bed.
Yeah, the finale is really well done.
Yeah, I'm on episode 7. I got 2 episodes to go.
Yeah, you got 2 episodes to go. Yeah, those 2 episodes are really, really well done. And this is just such a show that I've seen people complaining about, like the slow burn nature of it, fact that Carol's unlikable, all this stuff. I think that's supposed to be the point because first off, Vince Gilligan, he doesn't make fast-paced shows. We've seen Better Call Saul, we've seen Breaking Bad. Those kind of move at a slow pace as well. They have fast moments, but they move at a slow pace naturally. And then you get, Carol in the show who is very relatable. That's why I think a lot of people don't like her is how relatable she is to the people who are cynics, who are very cynical about things. Yeah. And I found it fascinating. The pilot episode, one of the greatest pilot episodes.
It got to win best directing and maybe best fighting like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. It absolutely deserves it because the actual directing, writing, everything about that first episode. This is the best first season for a Vince Gilligan show I have seen because as much as I love Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, the first seasons of those shows are kind of the weakest. They're good, but they're not like anything great. But this is the first really
featuring one actor that been on both my list and honorable mention, John Cena. John Cena on my honorable mention for Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah. Peacemaker season 2, which I was slightly disappointed in, but still was, I thought Peacemaker season 2 was still fun enough that it would be an honorable mention territory for me. But John Cena appears in this. He has a really fun cameo. You get actually the actor who plays Howard from Better Call Saul. He makes a voice cameo in this show.
Have you seen the promo with all the Better Call Saul Breaking Bad people appearing on the TV thing? Sorry, Carol. Sorry we upset you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was so fun. The way that this show has been being embraced and like all the memes and all the way people are like talking about the show is really great. And finally, please, because Rhea Seehorn was robbed for Better Call Saul.
She should have won for the final season of Better Call Saul.
She absolutely should have won. The fact
she should have won back to back because the season before for her with Lau when she talking him down, like going after the guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, so good. But it's just like the fact that she missed for Better Call Saul, she's finally has a chance to win here. Emmys, do her justice, please, and give her the win here for Pluribus because she absolutely deserves it. She's so good in this show. Her performance here is really great. The performance also from Zoja, the girl that's with her a lot, I think she is Emmy worthy as well. I think she should be Emmy nominated for this show.
It's so hard to call it drama because there are funny moments. Like the moment that made me die laughing so out loud was when she brings the freaking hand grenade after she requests it. Like,
oh yeah. The fact that she just like gives her a hand grenade, and then she's like, "Were you being sarcastic? You were being sarcastic, weren't you?" It's just like, oh my god. And then that scene was crazy where she's like saying, "So you would give me anything if I asked for a tank, you would give it to me?" And they were like, "Yes." They're like, "An atom bomb, you would give it to me?" And they were like, "Yes." And so it's just like that was like, oh my god, this is insane.
I don't want my little short video of Jen just bring her random stuff to just see how funny it is.
Oh yeah, and so for those who don't know what Pluribus is about, it's about this virus that breaks out that is like making everyone overly happy and smiling constantly, and basically it's like a hive mind where everyone is connected in some form, and there's only like 12 people who are immune to it, and Carol is one of the 12 who are immune or something along those lines. And so, and then she meets up with somebody else who is also immune, and they kind of, and now it's like they're gonna go on this journey together to try to stop the virus from and bring things back to normal. But yeah, phenomenal work from Vince Gilligan again, the master of television in my book. So yeah, an amazing show. What is your number 4?
I have a feeling you're doing punt me. Adolescent.
Yeah, that's probably a punt. Yeah, well, I'll do that because I got it just 2 spots at least higher than you do. But yeah, it's a really great show. My number 4 is one that was nominated for the Emmys, which I was happy to see, but in a different category, it was nominated for animated series. And that animated series I'm referring to is Common Side Effects.
I've not seen it yet.
This was an Adult Swim animated series that if you would have asked me at the beginning of 2025, said, hey, Wolfman, you are going to have an Adult Swim comedy series that is animated like one of those Adult Swim shows, you are going to have one of those in your top 5 shows of the year, I would have called you absolutely fucking insane. But here we are, because Common Side Effects is such a mature show for Adult Swim. This is such a because Adult Swim is like, hey, I just farted, and it's like that's the jokes a lot in Adult Swim. It's very stupid humor. That's the kind of stuff you deal with Adult Swim. This is like, what if we're actually deal with stuff that we're dealing with in the real world? We're dealing with the opioid crisis. We're dealing with stuff like that is actually affecting our real life world. What if we dealt with that and actually gave it some Adult Swim humor? But actually, what if we enhanced it by giving it a level of maturity and seriousness, taking the situation seriously, and then also throw in some thrilling action in there because you care about these characters. There's some action sequences that are on the edge of your seat action that you are so invested in these characters you don't want them to be hurt, and so it makes the action more thrilling and more exciting. And then the drama that you get between these two characters here is just exceptional because again, they find a really good way to write them in such a beautiful and nuanced way. I think that what it deals with about finding this medicine, this mushroom that he essentially finds that can heal you of basically anything, meaning it can even bring you back from the dead. He's even brought people back with the dead from this mushroom. Like, now pharmaceutical companies find out about this mushroom that he has discovered, and they want to basically hunt him down, kill him, and then take it for themselves and try to make a profit off of it and make a ton of money and all that stuff off of it. So there is it deals with a lot of corruption of our pharmaceutical industry, of our justice system, of a bunch of other really interesting themes that it deals within there, within the show. And it is a fucking Adult Swim show, and it deals with all these thematic, interesting ideals.
When CW made a good show. What
was that?
And we're like when CW made a good drama show and they just pull out shit.
Yeah,
like exactly. Stuff and Jane the Virgin when they pull out shit like other stuff.
And then it makes you almost mad because you look at the rest of their content and you're just like, well, why can't you be this good with your other stuff? And This is like still holding like a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics loved the show. The show is just one that I did not think I was going to love as much as I did, and it completely blew me away. And I cannot wait to see what season 2 of Common Side Effects ends up doing, where they end up going with it, because they set up some really interesting stuff. But if y'all have not seen Common Side Effects season 1, it is streaming on HBO Max with the Adult Swim package that they have on there. So all the episodes are there, and trust me, this is a binge-worthy show. I binged like the entire show in literally 2 days. I watched like half of the show in one day, and then half the rest in another day. So I was just hooked, like from the get-go, and watched the whole thing, and it was just such an amazing, incredible series. So Common Side Effects is my number 4. Now we get into the top 3 shows of the year, guys. So we're down in the nitty-gritty. We're down to the 3 best shows of the year. From this point forward, all these shows that I'm about to talk about, I mean, my whole top 5 are like 5 out of 5 bangers. But like, these top 3 are like the definitive masterpieces for me of 2025 when it comes to shows and movies, basically. So, what is your number 3?
And your honorable mention to Studio. That's in my number 3.
Yeah.
This is to me the most funniest show I saw last year. Every single episode I was pissing my pants laughing so hard. I did the racism episode, the opening episode, like
Now
like
this is racist.
like it's just like I don't know how they do top season 2. Like there's so many standout moments. Seth Rogen, I love him as producer now. Like the boy, Genevieve was really good this season. Billy did not make my list, but I did like Genevieve a lot this season. Like he is really on the roll. Like Preacher, more people need to watch Preacher, and I always bring up Preacher every time it comes to Seth Rogen producer show. Really great show. Yeah, I love this studio. Like everybody, Ike, Seth Rogen, Catherine Hahn, fantastic. Like everybody nailing it. The guest star. Like it was just constantly funny. I just rewatch that show and not laugh. Like, like, I can't wait for season 2. I have feel like it'll be 2027 this point, not this year. So.
Yeah, I hope it comes out in 2026 because it doesn't look like it's that expensive of a show to make. This show looks like it's something that is pretty easy to make.
It might be early 2027 because I feel like they're doing me an Oscar joke, like have an Oscar episode.
Oh, like, yeah, they are going to have an Oscar episode. Yeah. So I do think that you're going to have you're going to have it either be late 2026 or early 2027. But
maybe late 2026 the final episode season 2 would be the Oscar, right when the Oscars.
That would be great. I really hope that we get it soon, and I cannot wait to see what they do because the Ron Howard episode was hilarious. The episode with the Oscar, the Golden Globe episode. That episode was amazing. Thank you, Sal Saperstein. That was just so good.
I think my favorite funny joke outside the show was up seeing people me up at the awards.
That was so good. The only episode I kind of thought was just very meh was the Olivia Wilde episode, but every other episode of this show,
I thought I had a moment. The Zac Efron cameo was pretty funny.
Yeah, the Zac Efron cameo was pretty funny and such, but overall, when you look at the rest of the show and the rest of the
episode, and then him falling down the hill with the
yeah, that was funny. That was so funny. I loved episode 2, the one take episode where he's just falling through stuff and breaking shit and all that. Just the way that
I can't wait to see how they topped himself up next season with him falling.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna top it either. This was my most anticipated show of 2025, and it lived up to the hype for sure. And I I wish that it did really well at the Emmys, but I wish that like you got even more Emmy like noms for like Chase Sue Wonders. I thought she was excellent
Yeah.
in the show, and like a few other
They
people.
should have dominated the whole guest star list because there were so many great guests.
They basically did. For guest
Yeah, like
actor,
Anthony Mackie was pretty funny in the Ron Howard episode.
they had like Ron Howard, Martin
Yeah.
Scorsese, Bryan Cranston, and then they had like one more, but then they had John Bernthal after that. So it was like 4 studio people, and then like one the bear person, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really great show. If you're into the film industry and love how films are made, the studio is definitely going to be one that will be right.
Did you impressed by Seth Rogen's stuff? Go watch Preacher. Go watch like The Boy, Gen V. Watch it. Other produced stuff.
Oh yeah, he's producing a new Muppets show too.
Yeah. Like Preacher, nobody talked about Preacher. How good that was back in the day. Why?
Oh, Preacher's so underrated.
Yeah.
So underrated, dude. Oh, that show is so good. My number 3, I know is about to be a punt. This is going to be one that's going to be punted because I think I know where it's going to rank for you. It's Andor.
That is a huge punt to the end.
Yep. So we'll talk about that one here in a second. So then, in that case, what is your number 2?
Actually, you didn't punt me to pit.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, if it's one spot or higher, then I'm not really gonna have to punt you. So I guess we can talk about it now.
Yeah, coming back this week.
Yeah, coming back this week. The Pit
on Thursday.
The Pit is my. It's your number 2. It's my number 1 of the year. The Pit is an exceptional show. One that's just
I can't believe that's interview recording it coming out Thursday. Like, holy.
I can't believe it either. Holy shit. Like, as we're recording this, yeah, it's only going to be coming out in just a matter of days. And I cannot wait because it is so good. My mom, who I was trying to tell her to see this show, I was like, Mom, you have to see The Pit. You have to see The Pit. She's like, it's a doctor procedural show. Like, these are way overdone. I was like, this is different. Don't trust me. She literally watched all 15 episodes in one day, literally one sitting. I was like at work or whatever, and I'm coming back home and she's watching the last few episodes of The Pit, and I was like, oh my God, did you just sit here watching all of The Pit? And she's like, I couldn't put it down. And I was like I understand why, because yeah, this show is fucking phenomenal and is maybe the greatest show on TV right now currently. Like, it's so good.
I love this show. I think it's phenomenal acting. Oh God, the Emmy did be a bloodbath this year. Season 2 is just as good as season 1.
Oh yeah. Oof. And let me tell you, like, Emmy wise, it was disappointing to not get more nominations. Like, Bryan Cranston's daughter should have been nominated for the season. I think that the woman who was like dealing with the pregnancy and everything, she should have been.
We're not coming back for season 2. I'm like, what is going on with this show?
Yeah, it's just like, God, she's not coming back for season 2, which is gonna be unfortunate. But
we're stuck because what they will, they won't take with her. No, Riley doesn't see where that go.
Like, yeah, but maybe she'll come back for season 3. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna.
Maybe she in the end of season 2. Hurry up for a date after this.
Maybe something like that. Maybe they'll reference her. I don't know, but Noah Wiley is exceptional in the show. The guy who was like the drug addict doctor, this is like the first thing he has done in terms of actual television and such.
My mom would say the guy from Animal Kingdom, like really good.
Yeah. But outside of like Law and Order, this actor, he only ever did one episode of Law and Order. Then he went on to do The Pit, and goddamn, what an amazing performance he gave there. the writing just feels so real and natural. And I thought it was like very interesting, the 24 aspect of the show. That could have come off as a gimmick, but it worked really well of doing let's do every episode represents an hour of their work shift kind of thing, which really works for the binging format. If you binge watch the
I
show.
need to jump into. I have a feeling you to jump into either this season or next season without having seen either season, because I feel like it does take place in the day. Like they do obviously reference stuff for the first season and second.
Oh
season,
yeah,
but
yeah,
easily.
yeah. They're obviously gonna represent stuff in the first season, but I'm curious to see what they'll bring up in season 2 in terms of like real world stuff, because they dealt with COVID.
They take place during 1st of July, if I've been hearing.
Oh yeah, 4th of July. So you might deal with like
Yeah.
firework accidents. You might deal with like other stuff like that in here, because I know season 1 it dealt with COVID. It dealt with you dealt with mass shootings, stuff like that in season 1. Like season 1, it was refreshing to have a show that was, because I missed the days of like old television. Like right now I'm watching Malcolm in the Middle for the first time because I'm getting ready for like that new.
So I can't wait for
the new like reunion.
After you give away my list, I'm sure I'm looking forward to this.
but yeah, the revival show that's coming, I'm really excited about that. So I've been watching Malcolm in the Middle now recently, and that is like 22 episodes a season. It's like that old era of like you are spending 22 weeks with these characters because of that. And I love it when you can spend as much time with a character. Nowadays shows are just 6 to 8 to 10 episodes, and that's basically all you get. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but this is 15 episodes, meaning if you watched it week to week, you were spending 15 weeks with these characters, and that just feels more natural to like what classic television was. And I really think it was just so well done. And whenever it comes to doctor procedural shows, I think this is the one now at the top. That is, after just one season, I'm ready to say that this is the best doctor procedural show out there. It's been overdone before. We've had House, we've had Grey's Anatomy, we have Scrubs, we have
House. Before this, House used to be my favorite.
Doctor show. House used to be my favorite doctor show as well before this, but now that this came, this is definitely my favorite.
Honestly, you're listening to us. Bring House back. That could be like reliving in the Renaissance of Green shows.
Oh yeah, they're bringing Scrubs back. Then come on, bring House back. Which by the way,
retcon the ending of the final season. Damn, you two easily do.
Which by the way, I cannot believe Scrubs is coming back in February. That feels so soon.
And Malcolm in the Middle in April. Like
February 25th, and Malcolm in the Middle in April. Like, holy shit, that feels very soon. But yeah, so and then we have the Peaky Blinders movie in April. So, we got a lot of kind of
March 20th on Netflix.
March 20th. Yeah, that was it. March. But
again, watch it and see this. I hope you might see it near me. Have it so it would go out to see and see it rather than wait for Netflix.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping so as well. But yeah, so that is that's your number 2 and then my number 1. So we can now talk about my number 2, which was one that you had down on your list and I punted you for earlier, and that was Adolescence. Is my number 2 that I had. So that was to me that's just such a phenomenal show that's really, I thought, talking about gimmicks, I thought that it would be a gimmick seeing this one take series and seeing every single episode done in one take. I was like, is this going to work really well? They made it work super well. And the fact that there really is no villain of the story, because even the villain, you understand what he's going through, and it's the way it's shot that really helps you to understand the mindset of this kid. I thought it was just very beautifully done. The acting was exceptional from like Stephen Graham. That scene at the end when he like tucks in the
Yeah.
little stuffed animal and he's like saying,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for everything. It's like, oh my God. So hard to watch.
So
And then
it's such
also
a good show.
such a good show. And then also the uh the episode with the therapist. Oh my God. What a exceptionally written episode of television and
And it's so
acted.
weird. We're getting another season. Like, where can we go with this?
Wait, we are getting another season of
That
Adolescence?
rumor been going around that we're going to get another like spinoff or something to this.
I hope not, because it's just like that would be like Task almost. It'd be like, where are we gonna go with it? Like, it's like it's done. It's like it's over. It's like there's no other way. There's no other place you can go with it now. But yeah, this show just really blew me away. I thought the family dynamic was excellent. I loved what it had to say about youth and you know and holding on to our innocence as youth, even if we might be guilty of a heinous crime, something like that. And it's just like really fascinating the way that this talks about adolescence. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you looked at Stephen Graham. He on both of my honorable mention and on my list.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he is such an amazing actor, and he does a great job in this series. So,
Like the rumor true that he'd be playing the younger Robert De Niro in Heat. I'm like, bring it, Heat 2, bring it on.
oh, I hope so. I really
Yeah.
hope so. That would be perfect. Now,
Yeah.
but what is your number one, which was my number three? So I know that you
Yeah.
funded it, but what's your number one?
Andor. This is my favorite television show last year. This is a show that I just like. How can you top season one and then you get the Rhea Gorman episode and then the speech Senate back to back, and I thought that was the best moment television I ever seen in the last couple years of my life. Like the directing, the cinematography, the writing of the Rhea Gorman episode, just watching that whole sequence, and like I was on my computer, live streaming a couple of my friends from my research group. We all watch it silently as we just like you just hear the pin drops out of faces on screen with my God, just watching it. And then the Senate scene, I'm like, that's the reason why it won Best Writing in the Emmy. That's the speech is so relevant to what's going on right now with Venezuela. Like, Jesus freaking Christ. Like,
Yeah, that
I
that
just,
it won writing for that speech of uh her exposing Emperor Palpatine and all that, and oh,
yeah.
so good.
And like Genevieve O'Reilly, it bogged my mind to be a She-Horn. She wasn't nominated for Final Season Andor, and like that
Yeah.
speech itself, that sequence, so like everybody in that cast deserved Emmy nomination. Like that,
Oh yeah.
but forget the studios. Andor has some of the best acting I've seen like all year for everybody in that cast. Like top to left, like
You have also like an amazing Stellan Skarsgård performance and everything. God, he's
Deidre and the other guy and like their two performance, like watching her lover the descent into madness, realize the everything you believe in is complete lie, and you almost feel like he did redeem himself by joining the rebellion, but he just killed like right before he maybe redeemed himself.
yeah,
Yeah.
and um, yeah,
Because he had the hesitation, like he could have maybe joined.
he has that tender moment where he's like, you know, where he's pointing the gun at him, and then Andor says, "Who are you?" And it's just like, oh God. And then don't even get me started on the big.
I mean, that could have been his redemption. He could have joined the rebellion at that point. Like,
he could have, but then he died right before he could actually have that redemption, which just breaks your heart because you're just like he might have had a chance to actually be redeemed, and then that was taken from him, But also Bix this season. God, that
It
that
did
season,
John moment, like the video. I'm like,
the video moment, the music that plays in the background, the ending shot where she's walking in the field holding the baby, and you just know from the events of Rogue One what
it
happens
made
in
your heart break more and more.
this right. Yeah,
Thinking Ben Mendelsohn, like, take a character that I thought was good in Rogue One, make him so freaking terrifying in Andor season 2. Like,
yeah, yeah. It's just damn, so good. So, uh, and,
like
and
Disney, listen, that's what Star Wars should be from now on.
yeah,
Andor level.
to me, Star Wars is the original trilogy as the best thing Star Wars has done, and then the second best thing Star Wars has done is Andor, which is just
Andor, Clone War, Rebel. Those way.
yeah, it's just all of them. Uh,
And Bad Batch. Really, people need to watch Bad Batch a lot more.
yeah, Bad Batch is underrated. Everything is just so well done, but God, what an amazing show. The We Are Gore, the galaxy is watching, that whole song that plays.
How did they not win for best song? Like the whole secret itself.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That really surprised me. But what a remarkable feat of television. The effects,
Listen, Disney.
how
Bravo year. Andor, Percy Jackson, Daredevil Born Again. But Daredevil Born Again was really good. We did not bring that.
oh yeah, that would be honorable mention territory is Daredevil Born Again. But very, very good show. Very good year overall for shows. 2025 was a banger for television. And some of these are just all time. Me and my friend were just talking about today because the friend I went to go see Marty Supreme with, that like in the last few movies that we have gone to go see, every single time Andor gets brought up in the conversation, and we're like, well, it's worthy of it. That's why, because it's just such a good show.
We never did get another show like that ever again. I feel like,
and it's sad that it's gone now, which is like the saddest thing because
the reason why I wanted him, is it Terry Gilroy did create Andor?
The Andor. Did I watch what?
Who did create Andor? Is it Terry Gilroy or the?
Oh yeah, it was Tony Gilroy. That was it.
Tony Gilroy. He should be given the thing to do a Knight of the Old Republic TV series for Star Wars. That was he should be doing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm right there with you. So, but yeah. So with that said, while 2025 was a banger year of television, let's talk about some of the shows that we are looking forward to in 2026 that are on here. This and such. Just listen off a few of the up and coming series that we got coming here. First one I'll bring up is Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is one that is I'm always going to look forward to a Game of Thrones show because I do love that universe despite what the final season of Game of Thrones was like. I'm always going to look forward to a Game of Thrones spinoff. So Night of the Seven Kingdoms definitely sounds like one that's very interesting. Really look forward to that. I think another show I'm really looking forward to is Shrinking. The new season is Shrinking.
You stole my pick. That ever dream bring up Shrinking.
Oh, then I'll let you talk about that one then because I'm really looking forward to that. But one I'm also looking forward to is Euphoria. I'm looking forward to Euphoria.
I can't bring myself to watch Euphoria. I have a buddy who is a drug addict, so some of this is a little triggering for me. Some of what's going on the show.
No,
I've been hurt physically by people that also a little triggering for stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm also really excited for the Scrubs revival.
I'm
Because
nervous for that, man. I'm really nervous for that.
I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Like now that they're
Because
bringing back the
the
OG
fake
cast,
last season, I refuse to consider that a last season. It was awful.
it was awful. I really hope that they like basically retcon the last season and say it didn't happen and just like, do their make this kind of like the last season of the show or something like that.
Yeah.
I would
But it doesn't have a janitor. I really were hoping to hear like the janitor would come back. Like,
yeah, I was hoping for that too. I was kind of fortunate that that you didn't get that, but you know, Paradise is coming back as well.
can't wait for Paradise.
Which sounds interesting. Oh, another one I'm really looking forward to is Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, season 2. I love season
King
1.
Kong.
It's gonna have King Kong this time, so it's gonna be like, yes, we get
Are they retconning the movie? Because I feel like we're now getting King Kong showing up on Monarch.
Maybe I don't know, but I mean, I know he is.
They didn't know much about King Kong besides the cave drawing, and then when it get close to.
Yeah, I know he's connected to them, but I don't know if it's like, I'm not 100%. And then I guess the last one I'll mention, for shows I'm very excited about is coming up in 2026. It was just here. We've got Ted finally coming back from Peacock. It's coming back on March 5th.
I like the first season.
Yeah, the first season of Ted was a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Whatever happened to that animated show that they promised that was a continuation after the first two Ted movies?
Whatever. Oh, yeah. What did ever happen to that? That is odd. That just kind of just up and vanished. But oh, and also for all my other friends out there who love this kind of trash, I call it trash, but I love this show. Your Friends and Neighbors is coming back on April 3rd. Really, really excited for that. I had a blast with the first season of that show. It's like the funnest trash imaginable. So it's like that's why I really loved it.
It's kind of like Paradise, the Palm Royal, whatever that freaking trash show on Apple TV.
Yeah, streaming trash is a ton of fun. So,
yeah.
So those are all the shows that I am looking forward to in 2026. What are some of the shows that you're looking forward to back?
So not knowing what is coming back and whatnot, Shrinking. I love Shrinking season 1 and 2. I love the show that just came out for season 3. See Michael J. Fox, we get it Jack Daniel. Maybe this will finally get Harrison for his Emmy that he should have got for season 2. Like, screw you, Emmy. I love Shrinking. Shrinking, my favorite Apple TV show. I'm looking forward to Hijack season 2 next week. I actually enjoyed the first season of Hijack a lot. Like, I am really looking forward to 1,000 Blow coming back this month. Off of Georgia, but not a lot of people watch, with the kid from Love Actually. It's a really good take on Oliver Twist. Like, really, go watch the first season. It's really good. Like, Lantern, you did it bring up. I did bring up. I'm really looking forward to it.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah, Lanterns is supposed to be coming out this year. Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again season 2 beginning. Jessica Jones coming back. We're getting a lot of Defended people coming back.
I forgot to bring up Wonder Man. Wonder Man is coming out this year. That is really interesting. Yeah.
I think it come out this year. I think Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2 I'm looking forward to. I really like the first season.
Yeah. Very, very excited about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I'm trying to think what else coming out because there's so many back and forth right here. What might be coming out, what not coming out.
I know Larry David has a new show coming out too.
I am directing the Mark Ruffalo David Harbour HBO show. That's us.
Yeah, that sounds really
Yeah.
interesting. Um,
I'm looking forward to Hack coming back because that was in the preview for this season of HBO Max.
yeah.
Really hoping Harley Quinn come back because I really hate that they don't usually announce the animated coming soon.
Oh yeah, and then
The Boys! The final season of The Boys.
the final season of The Boys. Yes, The Boys comes out with its final season this year. Looking forward to that one.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff to look forward to. Oh yeah, Spider Noir. That's a good one that was brought up here by Brian Nussbaum. That is also good. And also,
I'm waiting until we get a first trailer before I decide whether it's excited or not.
And I know you also talked about Malcolm in the Middle.
I can't wait for Malcolm in the Middle.
The new revival series for that. So
looked like he had like two girlfriends, like Malcolm.
Oh yeah, that's just so great.
Yeah, I can't wait for Malcolm in the Middle. I am like, God, television. I'm actually looking forward to movie television. To me, I'm more excited for this year. Just based on something.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to movies, but like, I'm always very passionate about TV shows and television. So and knowing that television is like so strong right now, it's better than movies right now. Like I think that there's a lot to look forward to with and then there are shows also where we can always expect them to come back on a yearly basis.
Is Legend of Machina coming back this year?
I think so. Legend of Vox Machina.
That high on my list.
That's high on my list of shows to look forward to. Also, stuff like Only Murders in the Building, which is always so fun. That usually comes back every year. And then The Bear, if that is going to be like if the final season is coming, that usually comes back. It's like a yearly thing for The Bear. So I'm looking forward to that. And
I'm trying to think what else. It's just like it's so hard to keep track of what's coming back, what not coming.
And if Adult season 2 comes out in 2026, that would be on my list as well. I really, it's. I didn't prep us for
and if Dexter Resurrection season 2 come out this year, that would be high.
Oh yeah, Dexter Resurrection. That would be one that's would also one to be excited about. And then of course The Pit, but that's coming out this week. The Pit season 2 is like my most anticipated show of the year is The Pit. And I'm just looking here. We got Star Trek. New Star Trek series coming. We got.
Is Reacher coming back this year, or had they push off because they stopped filming it?
I don't know if it is, but I know that they're doing that The Burbs show coming, which is like supposed to be I'm
looking forward to the Jack Ryan movie based on the TV show that I think will finally come out this year.
Yes, yeah, and then let's see here. We got.
Peaky Blinders because Netflix would make it look like it's another season, but a 2-hour episode.
The Count of Monte Cristo is coming as a show version, and that's
doing another Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, it's gonna have Jeremy Irons and Sam Claflin in there.
And not to be as good at the. Have you seen the French version of Count of Monte Cristo?
I have not seen the French version. I need to see it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like that guy, you want the best version of that story? Go watch the one that came out like 2 years ago. Really great version of it.
Nice. And then just because I fucking love Chase Infinity after one battle after another, there's a new show coming out called The Testament. That sounds really interesting. That has Ann Dowd and Chase Infinity. So That's going to be one that's on my radar. Oh, Beef Season 2 is supposed to be coming out in 2026. That Netflix show that had Stephen Yeun. But this time it's going to have Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan. And
I'm so nervous for that. It should be just once off season. That should not be.
Yeah, it should have. But then also Amazon Prime Video is going to be doing a Blade Runner series called Blade Runner 2099. So we'll have to
I
see.
never been to kind of really Scott stuff because I really wanted to love Alien Earth more than I did.
Yeah, those shows as well. And then the Cape Fear TV series is coming. Also,
Carrie! Holy shit, I forgot about Carrie with the Mike Flanagan Carrie.
oh yeah, the Mike Flanagan Carrie series. Yeah, that's supposed to be coming. And speaking of horror, we also have Crystal Lake that's supposed to be coming in 2026, which is going to be a Peacock original about Mrs. Voorhees and like a young Jason or something like that. So
sorry, that is the category of why do we need this?
yeah, I don't know, but as someone who's a big fan of Friday 13th, all that stuff, like I'll still probably check it out.
I mean, it worked because it had so many backstory to it that it worked in that way. But Friday 13th.
And then how can I forget? House of the Dragon season 3 is coming back too. I enjoyed both seasons of House of the Dragon. I think House of the Dragon is.
I enjoyed it, but I was a little let down with the finale of season 2. It felt like so anticlimactic.
Yeah. I think that is one of
We're getting 2 Game of Thrones shows this year. Holy
two Game of Thrones shows in the exact same year.
And yet they make it wait longer for The Last of Us. What is going on with HBO?
Yeah, it's just like HBO can't do The Last of Us, but they can do that, which is like crazy. But yeah, they have an Untitled Larry David project coming. Vision Quest is supposed to be in 2026. It says. So we'll see how that goes. My biggest guilty pleasure show is Yellow Jackets. This is a show that started kind of sucking, but like I still enjoy it and have fun with it.
I haven't seen much the first couple episodes of season 1. So.
And so like that's coming back with season 4 this year, and then Widow's Baby is one that sounds really interesting that is coming. But yeah, those are all the shows that I can think about that are all coming back.
The only show like Amazon show I'm thinking of now being made, like God of War won't be to next year. Like Assassin's Creed will be to next year, like knowing that. Like,
yeah, so it's just like some of those shows we're gonna have to wait on. But I hope
Harry Potter won't be to next year. Holy shit.
I hope the rumors aren't true that we have to wait for Pluribus season 2 until like 2029. That would fucking suck.
Are they ever willing to change it they did with Severance on Pluribus now?
I don't know. It sounds basically what they're going to be doing is just waiting until we're all too old to even finish out that series.
Fair question.
What?
Because they finished filming. I think they finished filming season 1 by the end of next couple months. You think Harry Potter to be the end of this year? Or you think it to be early next year?
I think it's going to be early next year. I think that's going to be a 2027 one. Because I think that they're still going to want to work on some visual stuff. They're still going to want to touch up on a few other things. I think it's going to be something that they're going to. Yeah. But if they do release it, it won't be this year. It won't be until December. It'll be like a Christmas release or whatever around.
And
Christmas.
Before all of you guys on the comment section go after and say, "Oh, J.K. Rowling," I go into it with open mind. I love the book. I love the movie. J.K. Rowling is trash, but I go into open mind.
We can acknowledge that she is trash, and then still show. Oh yeah, and then the Muppet Show. That's one I just saw the trailer for. That one is really good. I'm looking forward to that coming back. The new Muppet Show, and then we got the new season of It's Always Sunny. It may not come out this year. I don't know if there's confirmation out this year.
Have they canceled that? How many seasons have 50 been on?
This will be its 18th season, which is insane.
Oh God, it's becoming like the Simpsons, like ended soon or late.
But season 17 was very strong, so if they can keep that quality going, that would be great. Then you have it says Wolf is very excited for a Victorious spinoff series called Hollywood Heart. Oh my God.
Nickelodeon, stop going back to making good shows. Why are we getting stuck with it?
Like, we don't need a fucking spinoff of Victorious. Like, what's going on?
I would rather see a Vicky spinoff to Ned Declassified or Street Lane Zach and Cody Den of Victoria.
Yeah, I would too. Either any day, or I would rather see like a Drake and Josh or something. And then also we have Brian here says, "I'm looking forward to Stuart fails to save the universe." I've not heard of that, but I'm glad you're excited for that. I'll have to definitely check it out. But yeah, if also animated, if Common Side Effects season 2 comes out, I'm really excited for that as well. This year, but
I excited to see what Amazon does with animated stuff because they've been killing it. Like, Invincible. I keep forgetting Invincible.
Invincible is one we forgot to mention as well. So real quick, before we sign off, we talked about all of our most anticipated shows. We talked about our ranking of our shows. Real quick, flying through what we had on our list again for our best shows of 2025. I'll start here. My number 10, I had Severance. Number 9, I had The Lowdown. Number 8, I had The Rehearsal, season 2. Number 7, I had Task. Number 6, I have The Chair Company. Number 5, I have Pluribus. Number 4, I have Common Side Effects. Number 3, I have Andor. Number 2, I have Adolescence. And then number 1, I have The Pit. What was yours?
Yeah, so my number 10 was Spartacus had Asher. Number 9 was Severance. Number 8 was Pluribus. Number 7 was The Diplomat. Number 6 was Hack. Number 5 was Death of Resurrection. Number 4, Adolescent. Number 3, The Studio. Number 2, The Pit. Number 1, Andor.
There you go. So that is our top.
And Brian, before you say like, "Oh, Spartacus not ended yet," I made a cheat. Got 5 episodes.
Yes, he made a cheat. That was allowed because it's 5 episodes of like a 8 episode series, 10 episode series, something along those lines. So yeah, he made a cheat there, but very worthy one. And we have so many shows to look forward to in 2026. We have Fallout happening right now, as well as many other shows to look forward to. So we will be back here again next year to discuss our best shows of 2026. But also, we will be back here very soon to start discussing early Emmy nomination predictions.
Yeah.
So that should be a really fun episode. And so, yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of end of the year stuff, guys. You know, we still got end of the year movies to do. I'm going to be doing a hidden gems of the year episode. I'm going to be doing most anticipated episode for movies. I'm going to be doing a best surprises of 2025, all that stuff. So and worst movies of the year, of course. So there's a ton of different stuff throughout the whole month of January that we'll be doing. So you can find them here on our channel. Here's the thing. A bunch of different 2025 retrospective stuff coming along the way. This is the first of many. But thank you for joining again, Chris Diaz. You're always going to be the TV guy. I get on here whenever we discuss TV because I know you and I both love them a lot. But where can people find you, man?
Oh, you can find me here anyway. You can find me tomorrow night over at Multiplex. I don't know whether it's live or not. They'll be part of Freefall, making my single debut in this Freefall again, making my single debut officially later this year once that gets scheduled. I'm working on my top 10 of the year right now. So you got 2 movies left to see. You'll need to see Existing on and The Secret Agent. Leon, please put Secret Agent out somewhere to see it because I'm really upset I didn't get to see it only it was just an ads in the theater. I saw it on VOD because they put it out on VOD.
Yeah. Also,
That is-
Searchlight put out is on in theaters. Like I've already seen it at a film festival, but like
It's playing in my theater this Thursday, 13th Thursday at
okay,
2:45.
good.
At 12:45. Like,
That's good.
but I just like those are the 2 left on my list to see before I make my list. Probably will put my list out around when we do movie battleground, like part
Yeah.
1, part 2. Yeah.
That'll be great.
And find me out on Letterboxd. I just put out my rating for Songs on Blue and keep you up to date. I think Monday would be my first 2026 movie. I have a feeling there'd be Primate at the mystery screening. Wish me luck there. I hope it's better than what the trailer make it out to be.
I'm hearing good things. The reviews are really good. It's got like a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So
Would rather it be 28 years later, Bone Temple, but that's with 3 weeks away. So.
Yeah, that movie's a bit long, so I don't think it's gonna be that with the runtime and everything. But I am excited for Bone Temple. I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, and thank you for having me on. Just so happy to be here.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy you were joining tonight, and let us again know down in the comments below, guys. What is your top 10 shows of the year? We'd love to hear your thoughts. What shows are we missing? Would you recommend that we check out? Let us know. Would love to hear your thoughts on that as well. We will see you all, guys, next time whenever we discuss Emmys coverage with Chris Diaz. But until then, it has been fun doing this, and we will see you all in the next one. And stay classy, my friends, and keep on binging those television shows.